So here you have this just beautiful tone. And you know what? It took me a nanosecond to hear that beautiful tone because your first note, silently, silently into the night, silently. Make sure that that audience, you catch them on that first note. Can I just hear your very first phrase? Silently into the night I go, just that far, yeah. Oh, now you have me. I could listen all day to you because, you know, it's really funny. When you have an audience, if you come in and you have this beautiful solid sound right at the very beginning, then the audience is going to listen to you, and even if you back off after that, they're going to go, oh, but remember that first note, it was gorgeous, you know? That's what they're going to think about. The first and the last note are the most important two notes. When you just did that right there, here's how much air you used. When you did the first one, here's how much air you used. So guess what? It's really important to use a lot of air, isn't it? Yeah. Now, as you went on and you had long phrases, I almost had the feeling like you were pulling back on your air, so you were saving air to make it all the way through that phrase. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep thinking of using a lot of air. Find places where you can breathe if you absolutely need to. Some nice places where you can breathe. But here's what one of my teachers told me one time. The more air you use, the more air you have. Now, how does that make any sense? I mean, if you're going to use this much air, how do you have that much air left over? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. But what happens is, when we feel like we're using a lot of air, we're using it more efficiently. So we have all this air built up and left over for us to use. So don't think, I'm going to run out of air. Never think that. Always think, oh yeah, I need to use a lot of air here, especially on these moving phrases and things, you will have plenty of air to use. And if you don't, you and Mrs. Dieter sit down and find out a place where can I breathe here, because I'm just not having enough air. And find a place that would be good to breathe. And then each time you practice it, breathe at that spot, okay? Now, silently into the night I go. This is a tough one, isn't it? How do you sing this song? Do you sing it with a lot of energy? Well, yeah, you do. You need to sing every song with a lot of energy. Their dynamics are one thing, but energy is the other thing. If you keep using silently into the night I go, into the balmy night, that's not the word, fragrant night, you know, you just keep that energy going, and you just keep, like you're falling forward almost, that you just keep that energy going through the whole thing. That will make it a more exciting thing for your audience too, okay? Because we get a little tired after a while. And this isn't how you sang it, but this is how I've heard the song sung. Silently into the night I go, into the fragrant night, I'm going to town, da 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 da. It's so dull, isn't it? So, silently into the night I go, into the fragrant night. Yeah, if you do it with more energy, it's just more exciting for our audience. And you know what? I think if you add that air and that energy, that's the biggest thing that I heard today that could have helped your song. It was very nice, very well rehearsed, very well rehearsed. Thank you so much.